Hi, fans. It is us again. Perrine Porch, Sipping with Sisters. Again, I'm Devolante.
And I'm Shalonda. And this time we are bringing the porch. So we're not exactly on the porch, which we have explained to you that a little bit now. We won't be exactly on the porch all the time. So this is one of those times where we're going to be bringing the porch to you.
Yes, because the porch, we don't stay on the porch. Therefore, our podcast won't stay on the porch. The porch will be there, though, when we get back. We just won't be there all the time. But yeah, today, because you know what? We find that we need to talk and get this topic really some good thought. And sometimes being away from your surroundings help you to reflect. In this episode, we really want to talk about being there for you. I need me. So the title of this is I Need Me because we need us to show up for us. Because the one thing we do is we always put all the energy to show up for others. But we always, not everybody, but I know I'm one of them, that we forget to set aside time for ourselves. So what this goal is, and what this episode wants us, we want you guys to do is to say, what do you need from you? Because I know I need me to show up. For one, my mental health.
Mm.
And that is one key thing a lot of us talk about because we don't even show up for ourselves.
Mm.
So mental health is one thing because I need me to show up for my mental health. So sis, what are some things you do for your mental health?
Some things I do for my mental health, I just try to relax. I try to get those moments in where I'm just relaxing, where I'm just not doing anything for nobody. I'm not on the go. I just try to take some time out to get a little more rest. So that's a lot of what I do for my mental health. And another thing I do, I like to go, work out because I found that is a stress reliever for me. Even though my eating habits need to get better, I agree on that. But I do enjoy the workout for my mental health because that put me. I'm doing something for myself, and I know that's for myself. So it puts me in an at ease mindset. So
Mm-hmm.
which makes it better for my mental health.
Yeah, and for me, my mental health, I write stuff down because I'm a overthinker and I do too much sometimes. So I have to make myself just sit down. Like even when I go to the gym, I make sure that I go to the relaxation and just set that time just for me in order to say, okay, let's reset, get this so where you can process everything. Because mental health is serious. So sometimes you gotta just stop,
Mhm.
reset, and think about it. Sometimes pray, meditate. I ain't there yet. It's a good thought though. I don't know when I'm gonna get there, y'all. I done talked about it so many times. I ain't there yet, but I am at the gym, and I do take my time at the gym to at least slow down for the 10 minutes before I start my day. But that's the way I focus on my mental health. But that's not the only thing that we have to start. Our health people, we have got to take that as a priority because a lot of us aren't even going to the doctors anymore.
Mhm. Mhm. We really do. We really do. We got to take our health a lot more serious. Show up at those doctor's appointments. Make doctor's appointments. Which when I get back, I definitely got to make me one. So definitely make your doctor's appointments and make sure you keep it and you show up to it because that's like super important to get
Mm-hmm.
your physicals once a year. If you know
Yep.
you got things like myself, like hypertension, diabetes, or anything that is going to be quite hard to get rid of if you can never get rid of it. You might, like myself, might have to spend the rest of your natural life dealing with those
Right.
things. But those are ways that you can they have that's methods out there to control them.
Right.
So definitely use those methods and definitely show up to your doctor's appointment when you feel like it has gotten out of hand
Right.
before it goes too far. You
Exactly.
know, and then something detrimental comes from the result of
Exactly.
you not taking care of it. So my advice to you: definitely keep your doctor's appointments. Very, very important.
Very important because
Mhm.
that small issue can be compounded if it's not addressed right away. Because sometimes it could be just getting on your right vitamins,
Mhm.
making sure you drink a lot of water, making sure you get the right foods in. Because a lot of
Mhm.
times we're not balancing out. And people, fat, I said this before, your diet should not be all fast food or convenient food.
Mhm.
Because sometimes health When some even go health food places, a lot of times they might not be what your dietary needs. A lot of times you just gotta prepare yourself at home, but you gotta make these doctor's appointments to know what the problem is in order to address. Or you might not have any problems, but still it's good to go and get that annual check. And don't forget about that dentist, because oral hygiene,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of that bacteria in your mouth can get to them gums, which get to them bones. And once it gets into that bloodstream, you know, a lot of people get sick from that, not taking care of their oral hygiene.
Mm-hmm.
So not long to going to the doctor, you need to go to the dentist too as well. You gotta be there for you, because you need me, or I need me to be there for your health.
And another good thing is being there for yourself. Very simple. Just slow down sometimes. Everything is not a race. Everything is you're not running to a marathon to do a lot of things. So in life, just slow down. I am the queen of slowing down. Okay. Somebody say I slow down a little too much, but
Tortoise.
that helps me. That helps my mental health. That helps me
Mm-hmm.
be there for myself. So just simply in life, just slow down,
Yeah.
because it's just not a race. It really is not. And it only adds frustration to you, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes frustration to the people around you, which may react. It may cause more frustration to you at the end of the day. So please, please, and no shade over here, no shade.
She's
But
talking to
I
me.
just really want people. It is just not my sister. It's people that I've encountered through my life. It's even my significant other, Mr. Willie. He very slow for himself, but he rush you to death. So, just slow down, please. Please.
I listen. Now, mind you, I'm gonna go hard 29 days, but I'm gonna give myself that one day a month, because I listen. Do I listen well? No, but I did listen. So one day a month, because of my sister, I do a don't do nothing day. And that's the thing. But after that, I'm gonna drive myself crazy. I just can't sit still that long. I'm a self-diagnosed ADHD, whatever we want to call it. But dang it, I ain't gonna slow that goddamn long, because this hair cannot keep up that slow pace with that tortoise all the darn time. I'm gonna give her one day out the month. That's it. God dang it, that was enough negotiation. But yeah, you do need to make sure you do slow down and process, because the body needs to reset. You gotta get that sleep. And
Mm-hmm.
everything. I mean, we talked about your mental health, we've talked about your physical health, but then what about your community health, the people that you surround yourself with?
That's oh my God. That's a very good question, because that could cause you a lot of not focusing on yourself too,
Mm-hmm.
depending on who you have in your circle.
Yes.
Who you want to take friends with, because some people can be very toxic, and or some people can demand a lot from you.
Yes.
So yeah, so that is very good. So you tell me, you know, sis, what's some things that'll turn you off about, or that will keep you from having your meeting yourself when you hang around with certain people in your community?
And I like that you asked it that way, because, and then I brought that problem, because I'm very selective of who I give my time to. And if you're someone that, because I'm all about being a community that we can help each other. But if I see that your help comes with stipulations, like if you give me $1 and I'm scared that I'm gonna have to give you five, and you're gonna beg for five in return. So I know that your daughter wasn't really genuine, or you helped me out, but you have an ulterior motive. So if I'm always to a point to where I'm scared to get your help or scared to offer, because it comes with stipulations, and
Mm-hmm.
those stipulations are draining stipulations, and it's constant, and it's more of a you want, and not giving, not mutual, because I figure people in your circle are there for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
People want to offer you help. People want that. But I only want to help people that I know are truly genuine, sis.
That's
And
good.
I'm very observant. And I
Mm-hmm.
will cut you off. And once I cut you off, there's no coming back, because I don't see value in that friendship. I have to see value. And believe me, value to me is not money. As I said before, I am not driven by money. Heck, if I can coordinate or get everything in with cans of food, I would do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I value people. I
Mm-hmm.
value genuine
Mm-hmm.
people that's really there to support. But if you're there just like, oh, just for the ride, or you just jealous, or you just want something out of return, or you see me on the rise, like
Yes.
you just want to get on the bandwagon, but you weren't there for me when I was struggling, like when we had 0 views, you weren't want to be like, hey, I'm gonna watch it
Yeah.
and critique it. But you're
Yeah.
gonna wait till I have maybe 100,000. Oh, girl, I did it. No,
Yes.
we need
Yes.
no new friends at that point.
Yes. Yes.
So,
Definitely.
sis, what about you?
Yes, I definitely agree with that part. That part, 100%. I'm with you on that. But also another thing that I don't like those draining type of friendships, like that, like my sister was saying about needing giving one thing and needing some in return. I don't want you to need my friendship so much that you expect me not to be friends with others,
Mm.
or not accept others because of things that you haven't accepted them for, and then you want to hog up too much of my friendship. Like that pick a side thing, I'm not big on that pick a side.
Mm-mm.
What side am I supposed to pick? If I'm not, it's not my personal, problem, and I'm gonna put it like that. It's not my personal problem. You don't see that person as
Right.
a genuine person, and I do, and I see you as a genuine person. I'm not gonna pick a side. I feel
No.
like I'm just too old for that. So do not put me in a corner to where I gotta pick a side, because I'm definitely may not choose your side because you
Exactly.
got me in this corner where I gotta so-called pick a side.
Right.
That's just not my thing. So don't come to that. That'll be toxic to me. That'll be too much. Needing too much of my time and not enough of my me time. Trying to overcompensate you to show you that I'm still genuine friends with you, because I'm still want to be a genuine friend to that person too. So that I try to stay away from those toxic type of things.
And I agree. I
Mhm.
agree. Because sometimes too, it can come from different things. It can come from family. It can come
Mhm.
from friends. Because says, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I have the best community ever because I ensure that the people that I keep into my circle always add value. And I make sure I add value to them because it can't not be a
Mhm.
one-way relationship. I want to make sure I can give value to it, and in return, they can give value as
Mhm.
well. And then don't get your significant other. You need to make sure that I need you to show up for when you come to your significant other. But make sure you're ready. You
Mhm.
need to make sure your mental health is ready, your physical health is ready. You have a good community because sometimes your community can
Mhm.
help or hurt when it comes to your love life or your significant other relationship. So another part of that health figure is making sure the right people involved in either way is healthy for you because stress,
Mm.
gray hairs
No.
is going to come with the mental. And you know what? Fat. I gain fat. She lose fat when she's stressed. So I got to stop stress because I look like, what was that Pillsbury Dough girlfriend? So that stressing comes in a lot of different areas.
Aries.
So you got to make sure that you are working on you
Mhm.
in order to make sure you stay healthy because I don't care how much working out you do, how much doctor you visit you make. If you have them stressful people in your life or you're highly stressed, none of that matters.
And you got that right. That's well said. Point well taken on that. Because if you can be doing all of the work to keep your body and yourself in shape physically, and and even doing it health wise. But like my sister stated, if you have the wrong people in your life, whether it's friendship, whether it's relationship, and even sometimes your family, you know it could definitely bring in that stress like 10 times worse,
Yes.
no matter what all you doing to keep from occurring.
Mm-hmm.
Just having the wrong people, like community
Yeah.
people in your life, dealing with just in
Right.
everything for
Right.
you. So that's definitely a very good key point
Exactly.
to surround yourself around, people that has your best interest in mind. And we say that all the time in our podcast. If you not noticed, it's very to surround yourself around like-minded and good people.
Yes.
So you see how much that we do feel like that's key points and something big on your self-esteem.
Yes.
So, because as well, I'm gonna always reiterate, self-esteem is what our podcast is geared around.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's all about working on you, because like I said, the phrase is of this podcast is "I need me," and the reason why we're geared towards that because you have to show up for you before you can make sure you get the right people. Because I guarantee you, positive energy attracts positive energy. Negative energy attracts negative energy. So if you have a lot of cat fight and everything, look inward. It's you. It's you. It ain't ever got no. If you got a lot of negative people around you, you negative. And no, don't look. I'm looking at you.
Exactly.
You, it's you. Because I know when I get negative in that and I had negative people in there, I had to really inward. It was me. And my sister, love her to death, she called me out. She told me it was me.
And then my attitude. When I had a bunch of attitude people around me, because I'm still working on that. Some days I'm still a little with the attitude, but I'm getting much better. But when I had a lot of that around me, I had to look and say, yeah, it was me.
Yeah,
it was me. So I attracted that. So yeah, so definitely want to attract different. So you have to tune different things down and look within yourself first to tune those things down if you want different.
Right.
So,
you said it right there, sis.
exactly.
If you want different. Because if you don't want it, you don't do the work, you're not going to get different. But with that, fans, we want you to be your best you. Now, will you have some downfalls? Yes. But just pick yourself back up. Every day is another day to get it right.
Exactly.
Because I know I'm going to mess up. But I'm going to work again, get it right. But with that, we are so love our community and building our community. We want you, as we said, to be your best you for you. Because like the title says, I need me and we need you to show up for you.
Exactly. So that being said, thank you for sipping with sisters, with us bringing the Porch this episode. And sis, we don't never want to leave out promoting, my sister book, which is
Latrell, our first edition from Perrine Porch. And don't forget, we always have our merchandise on our link. You can find it on our IG account, as well as it'll be posted with our YouTube links as well. So come on, support, grab that merchandise. And we look forward to have a full community of women or individuals, because we do not discriminate. They are positively working on them to promote their own self-esteem.
Okay, and with that being said, please like us, please follow us, and please share. Even if you don't like some of our content, please comment on that as well. Keep it positive and respectful, because like I said, criticism to get better is what we're looking for.
Yeah, and we accept it.
And we're going to accept it.
And grow from it.
Exactly.
All right, guys. See you on the next one.